Hi guys, and welcome to another Armin's Tech Talk. I am your host Armand. I want to thank you guys for watching today. Please, as always, if you find these videos interesting or entertaining, like, comment, and please subscribe. You can also find me over on Twitter at Armin's Tech Talk. So Intel is going the AMD route. And that means this year for the PC Gamer press conference at E3, Intel will be hosting that conference this year, which will in turn allow them to showcase and unveil their new Skylake and Kaby Lake X processors. This is a drastic turn from the previous years as AMD has hosted it, and which in turn has gotten them quite a bit of press coverage and notoriety. Last year they talked, of course, about Ryzen, and the year before that they talked RX. Actually, that might even been last year, RX 480 and Polaris. So this has proven to be a very successful format for AMD. We'll see if it's quite as much for Intel. The one big thing about Intel is, of course, that they do typically price their chips higher. Now, in the report from WCCF Tech, there is no mention of Intel's 8000 series Coffee Lake. It is possible that we could see that, although they say that the biggest focus is going to be on X299 with the unveiling on June 12th with wider availability on June 26th. Now, there is one thing in the report that I do actually have to go out and disagree with. They say that Skylake X and Kaby Lake X processors will come later, maybe by a week or so. I mean, unless there's some sort of backward compatibility that I'm unaware of, it's not going to be much later. The X299 boards are based on the 2066 SoC, which is different than the 2011, of course, V3, which powers the X99 motherboards. So I think we're going to see those chips sooner than later to be along with the boards, because who's going to want to buy a motherboard for something that isn't out? So, of course, at this conference, there's also going to be other announcements. There's going to be trailers. There's going to be, going to be PC gaming stuff. If you've seen the last two conferences over the last couple of years, you kind of know what you're expecting. I think this is going to be interesting. I will be curious whether or not Intel will pump extra money into the event to make the production value slightly bigger. I mean, we've seen them do different and crazy things in the past. There was, during an Intel press conference, they actually brought VR headsets and allowed everybody to watch a Lakers game for that event. I mean, that might have been in conjunction with Microsoft, but I'm pretty sure Intel was a key component of the press conference I am mentioning. So what do you guys think? Is this a good idea for Intel? I mean, especially after the boggling move they made saying, hey, that 7700K that's supposed to be overclocked. Well, if it's overheating, don't overclock it. I mean, that's kind of like a doctor saying to you, well, if it hurts when you do that, don't do it. I mean, that's just common sense, but if your product is specifically made to be overclocked, of course, there are losers in the silicon lottery. Guys, I hope that you make up for this. You show some good stuff. I hope you're price competitive. But we'll see how this turns out. I'm personally I like Intel. I haven't actually. In all my years, I've never owned an AMD processor PC. I've had Power PC with IBM systems, and I've had Intel chips, a Pentium 1, a Pentium 4, a Pentium D. I've had, what am I running now? I'm running a Broadwell now. No, sorry, Haswell now. I will probably end up having a Broadwell 6900 in the future to help process these videos. So Intel, over the years, thank you for everything you've done and everything you've given me for all the computer power. But I was gonna say, if AMD can beat your margins and come up on you, well, hey, you better be doing something competitive to keep your business. I know you guys aren't hurting for money, so figure it out, as a wise man once told me. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is a good move for them? Do you think it's good publicity? Do you think it's cleanup for maybe how they kind of discouraged gamers from going with their chips? And do you think it's a way to combat the uptake in Ryzen CPUs? I know in the first month that Ryzen was out, it gained 2% market share for AMD. It's going to be interesting as the next quarter closes to see what they pick up. Once again, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, of course, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, and thank you for watching. If Intel is showing chips, one last question, if Intel is showing chips, are we going to see the same price point? Are they going to be more competitive? Let me know in comments below. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.